Howdy, folks. I'm the Calligrapher Canary,
I'm Amber.
and here's some Reddit, some Sunday morning Reddit, even though I'm recording this at Saturday night. But there are more pressing issues at hand here. And we're sitting over here grinning like a Cheshire cat because she has a joke picked out for us. And I'm worried. I'm very concerned for myself in the very near future about this. It's a knock-knock joke. I can feel it in the bones. Let's get started. All right, folks. Our first letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Saying That My Stepsister Isn't a Real Scientist? Please forgive the new account. I lurk a lot, but I've never actually made an account until now. Anyways, I'll try to keep it short. I'm a 31-year-old male, and I have a stepsister, Emma, a 27-year-old female. Our parents have been married for 5 years, but I haven't met Emma until recently because her dad cut contact with her when she was 15, or she cut contact with him. I'm not really sure on the details, it's none of my business, so I never asked. I get along with her dad pretty well. He recently got back in contact with her, and they've been trying to make amends and are trying to get to know each other. They met a few times, and he decided that he wanted to introduce her to my mom, sister, and I, so he invited all of us out to dinner at a fancy restaurant last week. Well, during dinner, we did some basic getting to know each other talk, small talk and such. My sister asked Emma a lot of questions, which she answered, and they seemed to get along really well. And I could tell that my mom was really liking her too. I felt neutral. My mom then asked Emma what she does for a living, and she told us that she's currently in her second year of her PhD in linguistics and is narrowing down her second specialization. My mom asked where she goes and what her schooling was like. She said that she is doing her PhD at Harvard and has a master's with a concentration in neurolinguistics and language acquisition, also from a prestigious foreign school, and her undergrad is in applied linguistics with a concentration in social linguistics and language acquisition, which was also from an Ivy League. My mom was impressed and said that it must have been expensive, and Emma told us that her mom couldn't afford college and she actually got a full ride for her undergrad, and she worked all the way through her schooling and took out a loan to do her postgrad abroad. Well, my mom started asking about her research, and she started explaining eagerly about something involving pattern recognition and language acquisition in neurodivergent people and genes or something. Her dad said that he had no idea that she was such a scientist. I corrected him and told him that she's not a scientist. She does social research, and that's not science. Not really. I have a degree in earth science, and I'm a real scientist. I do actual science every day. My sister pointed out that Emma's research involves a lot of research in genetics as well as neuroscience and linguistics, and that's very clearly science, and she probably worked hard to get where she is. I said that linguistics is an easy degree, especially if you're on a scholarship and it's not real science. Emma excused herself from the table and left some money and left the restaurant. My mom is very upset with me and says that I should apologize. My sister says I am jealous of how successful Emma is and that I'm mad that she got her degree at a school that I was rejected from and that I was a jerk. I don't think that I said anything that wasn't true. Am I the jerk? All right, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
All right, PhD in physics here. I'm going to say that yes, you are the jerk. Don't gatekeep science.
Well, I think that he's more than just gatekeeping science. I think he's just having sour grapes here.
Mm-hmm.
It really feels like he is trying to say, oh, dismiss her degrees because he didn't get into the school.
Well, and the weirdest part of the whole thing is he's like, well, especially, it's so easy to do this degree, especially if you're a scholarship student.
Yeah.
All right, I had a scholarship to UMaine for my undergrad, and, it was literally the same program as everyone else. It's not like they're like, oh, you're on scholarship. We're going to put you in, all these easy classes or something.
Yeah, I think that this is a matter of really, again, just sour grapes. I think he's just trying to make excuses to essentially tear down her and make it seem like she's not as good as she is. And it seems like she's worked really hard to get where she is, and I think that she has huge accomplishments, and I'm really glad that she's persevering even through some of the difficulties. And, not, yeah, a lot of people don't have their school paid for. And she is showing that she can succeed even in the face of where she doesn't have the resources to succeed. So I really think she's doing a great job here.
Yeah, and I think it's important that just because someone's degree isn't explicitly like a BS or something, at the end, it still can be science. We are way too concerned about like labels and stuff, and it doesn't really matter. If your research requires science, you're still doing science. You're still a scientist.
Yeah. So I'm really happy to see her rocking this so hard. And I think that OP just needs to stop being a jealous person.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the vibe I get from this. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, it is tea time. And it's a real tea time, even though it's Sunday. So it's a Sunday morning special. And we've got some tea.
And we've got a joke.
Oh, yeah, jokes. I forgot about the joke.
Well, if you remember yesterday's episode, Brian was so sure he was going to get a knock-knock joke, and I know it must have broken his heart not to get one. So, knock-knock.
Nobody is home. Please go away.
Knock-knock.
I'm a ghost. I can't answer the door. I'm ephemeral.
Knock-knock.
Still haunting the house.
Knock-knock.
Occupied.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Owls.
Owls can't knock on doors. We know that you're lying.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Owls.
Who? I'm just answering in a way that I feel like an owl might be able to understand. Who?
Yeah, owls who? Yeah, why, yes, they do.
Who?
That was the punchline is you say owls who, and then why, yes, they do.
So I ruined your knock-knock joke for you.
Oh, I mean, it still kind of worked because I said the owls and you just said who, so, you piece it together.
I see. And I have Mega Mint tea. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today on this Sunday morning special, and we, of course, know what makes it special. Knock-knock jokes. And you. And owls, apparently. Amber, I need a moral today, and let's try to redeem ourselves with an anti-knock-knock joke. Knock-knock.
Don't gatekeep science.
Go keep science. That's that one is always welcome at my door. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't gatekeep science. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.